Back then, it used to be Ghana must go. But now, the reverse is the case. It is now Nigeria must go. And when they talk about Nigeria, as long as Ghana is concerned, my brother, 99.999999% of the people who do well in Ghana are all Biafrans. The message we are about to pray, this one is called the Voice of Redemption, message of hope, and message to encourage my people. Let us think back home. I would not like to waste much of your time. I would like you to see this clip coming all the way from Ghana. One of my audience shared the video with me on WhatsApp. You know, I have seen this message countless times. I really don't want to talk about it because my people are so daft. But when I saw one of content creators or newscaster in Ghana and made one disturbing comment, my brother, that propelled me and said, this video must get to my people. We need to be wise. Let me not waste much time, please. I would like you to see this clip. Then after that, we come back for more discussion. And there is a lot of news we need to tell my people today concerning we the Igbos. Because sometimes I keep asking, whom do we offend that refuse to forgive us? Let us see the clip. As you are watching, kindly drop your opinion at the comment section. I'll be right back.
I beg. That English word they use now go deport Nigerians. I beg. Forget. Somebody just want to hear na rumor. I've been hearing people calling me, talk about this Igbo king in Ghana. There is not like 50 acres of land in Pram Pram. The Honorable Sam George don't come outside talk, say, there is not like the Igbo king acquiring a 50 plot of land. Ghanaians, mona come down. I beg. When I want deport us, go back to Nigeria, go suffer. Tinubu, they wait for us. All these things happening is Tinubu. I feel swear. Now Tinubu now tell they say make they carry this fake rumor so that they go fit deport Nigerians. We go nowhere. Even though now deport ourselves, we not go. Those of you say Nigeria must go, we know they go anywhere. We rather die for Ghana than to go anywhere. No king is coming to take kingdom. I beg. Mona, come down. We know they go.
Important issue to discuss. First of all, welcome to Tuntum Network. My name is Cyrus. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell for more of my videos. This is a tough one that I have to do, knowing the number of Nigerian friends I have and how this may affect our relationship moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. But the fact of the matter is this. The more we don't speak truth to one another in the face, the more it becomes everyone else's problem. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is our neighbor and friend. Nigeria is the heartbeat of Africa. They are the sound and rhythm of Africa to the world because of their sheer size and talents. That is undeniable. Africa's name, to some extent, goes as far as Nigeria goes in many ways. They are a force to reckon with, and that force, ladies and gentlemen, is also a problem to deal with. This is a country its people speak the loudest, both within and outside their borders, in spite of the many terminal challenges they face every day. This is a country whose spirit isn't easily broken. And if you are objective enough, you will concur with these facts, ladies and gentlemen. But a large percentage of the people of this country have chosen a pathway that cannot be encouraged, whether in Ghana, in South Africa, or in any part of the world. And this is what they have done. Ladies and gentlemen, They have given up on the fight to fix their own country and resorted to looking for what they couldn't achieve or cannot achieve in their own country, in other people's countries. And ladies and gentlemen, this shouldn't have been a problem because every other African country actually does it. Except that they are looking for this success by any means necessary and in the shortest possible time. This is the canker that plagues majority of young Nigerian immigrants anywhere they go. Shockingly, ladies and gentlemen, they are of the view that people outside of their country are not as driven and aggressive towards becoming successful as they are, not knowing that it is those same tendencies that's made their country the mess it is in. Many of them are therefore driven into all sorts of illegal enterprises anywhere they settle. Getting rich by all means necessary in the shortest possible time. This is what Nigeria is being known for now. Who doesn't want this? But is that acceptable? It has gotten to the point that they don't care how a person makes their money, so long as the person makes their money. But you and I know that that's not how it's understood in other places. Nigeria, your people are running from your country as though the entire country is at war. Both men and women, young and old, to every other country. You have now become Africa's most emigrated country, meaning you have the largest number of people living abroad compared to any other African countries. This was true 20 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, and same today, and the number isn't slowing down because the factors that causes this is still expanding. Your social media content creators who indulge in politics are either doing it with comedy to trivialize the repercussions.
Very well, my good people. If I egosi mmadụ egosi ewu enyi, ada egosi mmadụ nwanne ya egosi. Onye ga-apụtasị gị na onye ahụ nwanne gị, no, a ga-asị gị na onye ahụ enyi gị. You see, this problem of our Igbos. Igbos are entrepreneurial in nature. Igbos are travelers in nature. My brother, it have gotten to the extent that we need to look inward and find exactly what is wrong with us. We have gone astray for a very long time. Those clips you just finished watching now, you can see Ghana protesting. They are not protesting against Nigeria. Listen, if you watch that clip, you need to understand every line on it. I mean, understand it line by line. They are protesting because they heard that Igbo, or rather Igbo Union in Ghana, acquired over 50 acres of land where they want to build Igbo region, or whatever they may call it. So, according to them, but it is a propaganda. And somebody is telling us that that propaganda is being sold to Ghanaians through all these whistleblowers on internet that collect few change and then write whatever they like. Simply because Igbos inaugurated, or rather crowned, a guy in Ghana as Igbo na Ghana. So it did not go that way with Nigerian government, knowing fully well that Igbos are spreading their tentacles all over Africa, in fact all over the world. If you are talking about the most populous and the most travelers we have in this earth, not the whites. Whites are they are limited to the countries they want to go. They only go to the places where they want to catch adventure. If you are talking about the most travelers they have in this earth and the most populous in terms of traveling, my brother, when you count Nigeria first before you can even count China or India, because these countries travels far and near. But these ones now, they have limitations. Why do I say so? Any country they go and they find that country is not a kind of, maybe they don't find anybody they can rely on, they will leave. But an Igbo man will go to a country, only one Igbo man can be in a country and flourish in that country, marry in that country, build house in that country, buy lands, then begin to invite other Igbos to join him, Chinese and other travelers like Indians and all like that. So that was why Igbos are being feared anywhere they find themselves. Because once you give them a little chance, my brother, your name is sorry. But that is not the issue. The issue there now is, imagine Ghana now calling Igbos to leave their country. Because they will just say now, Nigerians should leave. Nigerians are this. These Nigerians they are talking about are the Biafrans. And if the so-called Nigerian government should integrate these people on what they are doing now, they just know it that, my brother, they are trying to compound our problems. Bring them down to Nigeria and then we will keep on wiping them. That is exactly what they want to do, because they know that even the population of the Igbos outside Igbo land is more than people that are in Igbo land. So if they are trying to instigate this, but to me, I feel like this one is not even is the list of the whatever they are worrying. But you cannot say otherwise, because these are the kind of people, or rather a kind of politicians that can go extra mile to go to borrow money just to bribe, to silence countries who want to intervene on their internal democracy or their internal governance. So I will not be surprised if Nigerian government are pushing such narrative to Ghanaians to protest against Igbo dominance in their own country. Igbo are not coming to dominate. They never come to do election. They never come to contest for election. Then what gives you that mindset that they want to take over your country? I don't understand. So there must be something. There must be something. But I'm not blaming Nigerian government. No, I cannot blame them. Rather, let me blame my own people, the Igbos. I could remember some time ago, Igbos were busy out there shouting, we don't have emir. No, we have what they call it, Okwemia. We don't have emir in Aba. We have emir in Imo State. We have emir. They are trying to occupy our land. But the same Igbos now, anywhere they go now, enwere Igbo, enwere eze ndị Igbo na Guangzhou, China, enwere eze ndị Igbo na Shanghai, enwere eze ndị Igbo na all the whole cities in China, enwere eze ndị Igbo. The same Igbo people now will come out now, begin to cry that another tribe are having maybe emir or Oba in their own region. Does it mean that we are always the one to be cry as victims, whereby we are the one that brought that upon ourselves? Enwere eze ndị Igbo na Thailand, eze ndị Igbo na Malaysia, eze ndị Igbo na Indonesia, eze ndị Igbo na Australia, eze ndị Igbo na Cambodia, eze ndị Igbo na Hong Kong, eze ndị Igbo, eze ndị Igbo, eze ndị Igbo, eze ndị Igbo. But when another tribe do that in our own land, we begin to cry blood. Can't you see that? It's either we are the one doing ourselves, or maybe somebody is somewhere using remote to remote us. I am an Igbo man, born and bred in Igbo land, an Igbo blood. My ancestral lineage are Igbos. No any connection with Fulani or Hausa. So because tomorrow now somebody will come, they don't buy you over by Nigerian government APC for you to be selling like this. Listen to me, my brother. Let us stop call a spade a spade. Let us stop gaslighting ourselves, because sometimes we think we are gaslighting others, end up gaslighting our own self. And that was why the government of whatever they call them, the government of BG, are able to overshadow some people. Because they keep on gaslighting ourselves, thinking we are gaslighting others. When we see black, we don't call it black, we call it blue. Sugarcoating lies and make it to look like truth. And at the end of the day, it will still backfire on us. The question there now is, how are we going to mitigate all these things now? Because we are going wild. Imagine having a Zendibo na Ghana. And now Ghanaians are saying you should go. Then the other guy that spoke on that video you just finished watch was busy telling them, please, we have nowhere to go. We're not going back to Nigeria. You have a Biafra land. You have a land that is filled with milk and honey. You have a land that you can stay and be whatever you want to be. Anybody from any part of the world will come to you. Some people travel more than a day going to China to purchase their goods. Some people travel more than 2 days where they are going to their destination, where they are going to get their goods. Then some people who stay in Lagos, if you let them now go to Southeast in Biafra land to do their business, the excuse they will give you now, if you go there now, our customers will not come there again. Who told you? But you will travel all the way from here to all the whole Europe looking for goods to import. And those people who need your goods will not also travel and come to meet you where you are to purchase your goods. You see the mentality, very, very poor. Yes, somebody will not say, no, nobody said that. I have encountered that so many times. Countless times that I have talked with some people who are doing businesses in Lagos, whom their shops have been demolished, not once, not twice. Go back to East. They will find you come. He said, no, if you go there now, nobody will come here come. They will only stop in Lagos. That is the mentality. And they still keep on killing us. When are we going to learn Igbos? Look at what Allen Onyema have been doing. Each time Allen Onyema helped the Nigerian government to bring back people that have been stranded in many countries, they will call him a Nigerian. But this time his airline have a kind of fracas or maybe a kind of misunderstanding with a passenger who is not an Igbo. Go to online, you will see how they will colorate, the kind of coloration they would give to it. That is an Igbo business. That's how they are. They are dupers. But how many times Allen Onyema have donated his flights or bringing back Nigerians who are stranded during the time of Libya, during the time of Niger, India, Syria, Afghanistan, Ukraine, all the whole place that are having fracas. Nigerian government will not even provide $1 for those to bring out stranded Nigerians there. Look at the one that's happening in Iran. Because Allen Onyema could not send his private jet. Do you know that our people are still stranded? Thank God that the war ended in 12 days. Our people are stranded in Iran. But thank God for the intervention of Trump. Because Allen Onyema folded his hands. No anything, not even a helicopter, they couldn't send. But when there's any problem, he become an Igbo. When there's a national duty, he become a Nigerian. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala have been doing wonders now. He don't recognize him, as a Nigerian. She's doing well. She's representing them well at the international level. She is now a Nigerian. But later come tomorrow now to contest for any position in that same Nigeria. Then they will remind her she's a Biafran, an Igbo woman that not deserve to have a better position in the country. There was another story here I want to bring to us here. This story is okay. 1 man, 1 ship, 1,000 lives. The forgotten hero of Liberia's civil war. Mr. Tuku was the man. That is the name of the man. When the Liberian civil war was happening, this man, he neither care whether you are Igbo, Yoruba, Urobo, Fulani, Hausa. He donated 2 cargo ships to convey Nigerians. He lost everything he had just to make sure he saved the life of Nigerians. During the time of Abacha Babangida, they promised him compensation. From being a multi-millionaire, controlling over $90 to $100 million assets, the man fell to zero because of the war of Liberia. He used his resources to save the lives of Nigerians, no matter where you came from. Till today, that compensation are still hanging. But they are busy giving immunity to, what they call him, Aliko Dangote, because he's an Hausa Fulani man, to import whatever he wants to import into the country, zero tax, zero VAT. Because of Aliko Dangote, Ibeto Cement was killed. Do you know how many times they have tried to kill the business of, what they call him, Innocent Motors? But they cannot do that because Innocent Motors offices are all in Igbo land. Let us read the story of this man for you to see that our people, anyway, let me not say this, let me not make this comment because it is going to be disastrous. Okay, he said, in times of war, people often show who they truly are, not with speeches, but with sacrifice. In 1989, when Liberia descended into civil war and chaos consumed the streets, a Nigerian businessman named Emmanuel Tuku made a decision that would define his legacy not as a tycoon, but as a lifesaver. At the time, Mr. Tuku was one of the wealthiest foreign investors in Liberia. with nearly $90 million in assets, friends in high places, and a fleet of businesses that stretch across industries. But when Charles Taylor's rebel faction began targeting Nigerians, blaming them for Liberia's pain, Tuku didn't run. Instead, he stood up as Taylor threatened, for every Liberian killed, 5 Nigerians will be slaughtered. Tuku did something extraordinary. He opened his hands, his heart, and his wallet. The massacre of Igbos, the hatred on Igbos, is not only in Nigeria. Don't even think it started today. This thing is happening as far back as 1989. And I can tell you this for free of charge. The number of people, or rather, the population that made up of the so-called Nigerians in Liberia as of then, if you check it very well, it's going to be 99.999999 all Igbos and all Biafrans. Let us continue. Okay. He used his influence to negotiate with rebels. He traded bribes for mercy. He even gave away his brand new Mercedes Benz, not to escape, but to buy freedom for others. When the Nigerian government had no evacuation plan, Tuku mobilized his 2 cargo ships loaded with over 1,000 Nigerian refugees and bribed Taylor's coastal guards just to let them sail to safety. He didn't ask if they could pay. He just told them, go to the ships. In 7 others, he lost everything. His warehouses were looted. His ships were gone. His wealth vanishes in collapsing banks. And worse still, his younger brother was killed in the violence. When Tuku returned to Nigeria, he had just only $600 to his name. He believed the Nigerian government would honor their promise to help him rebuild. General Babangida even approved compensation, but decades have passed and that promise remains unfulfilled till date. Let this be a reminder. Heroes aren't always in uniforms. Sometimes they wear suits. Sometimes they carry no weapons, just courage, compassion, and convictions. Mr. Emmanuel Tuku gave up riches to save lives. Nigeria may have forgotten, but history should not. You don't need to have everything to do something great. You just need to be willing to lose what you can't keep for what others can't live without. A very touching story. When I saw this story, I was amazed, flabbergasted. I was even nearly to break down. I said, look at it. This man, wherever he is now, maybe either alive or dead, will he still be, in his next life, will he still have a courage to do this kind of thing? There was a clip I watched some couple of days ago where one man is saying that those who keep on making transfer for any touching story that comes to your ear will soon become a touching story. People will also make transfer to you only if you get good ones around you. And also said that God helps a cheerful giver. That givers never lack. But now, givers now have turned to beggars. Maybe they help the wrong people, or the people you helped don't even have what it takes to pay back. I am not saying you are doing good for people to pay you back, but I can tell you this for free of charge. Let us be realistic to ourselves. Whatever you give to a fellow man, will just hold this thing for me. A time when I need it, I will still come back to you and collect it. That is exactly how it is. Because there's no anyhow a left hand or a right hand can wash the left hand without the left hand reciprocating towards the right hand. I hope the English is correct there. It is vice versa. The play of a dog is that when you fall for me, I fall for you. But some people will keep on telling you, hey, do it, your reward is in heaven. Where is that heaven? But let me not go there so that religious fanaticism will not pick it as a point now to attack me. Because that is exactly what they keep doing. That is what they are doing. And tomorrow you will tell me that Islamics are more dangerous than Christians. My brother, Christianity, let me just keep it there. Sabassy Ude said, one thing about doing good is that even if him personally did not reap the fruit of his sacrifices for Nigerian and humanity, his children will surely reap from his sacrifices. For where? I beg, let me hear what, Joe. Pay him back, let him build a future for his children. How many of them serve, those people he serve, how many of them can be able to be going from one place to another looking for that man or his children? Mmadụ wanwe mere ogobrogo we boya. Mere today, ejinile my brother mekwaram. That is the life. Once I am gone, I am gone. Once you are gone, you are gone. Unless when you reincarnated the next life, then we can discuss about that. But for now, my brother, odeganaka. As simple as that. Lucky Chuksu Ehikwe said, and I'm pretty sure he didn't care whether you are a Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa Fulani. May God deliver his blessings of restoration here on earth and thereafter. Okay. Jude Obiora said, thanks for remembering yesterday. Igbo land and Nigeria has always been like day and night. Impossible to reconcile their differences and difficult to part ways. He promises compensation were withheld because he is an Igbo man. If he happens to be a Yoruba man, they will pay him the reparation even 10 million times. Up to today, they will still be paying him. If he happens to be a Fulani, it is every month they will pay him compensation for saving the lives of Nigeria. How many times have they called Onyema and pay him something? They dare not. Onyema. Alan Onyema, who have been doing all these things. Don't worry, tomorrow, let him just come out now and say he want to contest. Come on for ordinary, maybe Senate president, not a state governor. Just a Senate president or speaker. They will then remind him it's an IPOB. But for now, they are enjoying him because he's using his fleet of flights to go countries to bring back Nigerians, which Nigerian government could not save. I rest my case here, please. If you get this message, help me to share it. Our Igbos, my brother, we need to think back home. That's the only thing I can say for now. Have a nice day. May good Lord continue to bless us. Share, like, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. I'll be right back. Okay, Messiano.